Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Warehouse, Christmas Warehouse, wherever it may be.
Christmas Warehouse,
wherever we've decided to call it. I am Brogan, and I am with Mike.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I am freezing. Thank you for your concern. It is like a fridge in here today, and we are only a few days away from Christmas. But if you've been checking the calendars, you will notice that we are going to be streaming Christmas Eve and Christmas Day morning at 10 o'clock Central European time. We're not going to stop. We're going to make a quick 1 hour show for you on both of those days. So if you haven't got your Christmas fix, you can come and watch us. I have no idea what we're going to talk about on those 2 days because there's not probably much going to be going on.
Everyone's on holiday.
Everyone's on holiday. And
As I am.
As he is, as he's keep pointing out, by the fact
The
that
lack of TA videos.
lack of videos.
I've got 12 videos. I've missed like 4 days of. I need to do 12 TA videos, so I'll catch up in the new year.
He won't catch up and he won't do them. So today we're going to look at Bitcoin, another price target. Is January the 10th going to happen? We're going to look at Solana. We're going to look at Paxos. Now, Paxos, where we're from, Brogan, that is like stuffing that you put inside of a chicken, isn't it?
Paxo, yeah.
That's Paxo. Close enough.
Paxos. Multiple stuffings.
Exactly, multiple stuffings. Now, Paxos has been given the green light to launch a USDP token on Solana. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at SHIB, which is our favorite meme coin. If you are a fan of Crypto Warehouse, you will get that every time you watch a stream. And then we're going to look at the news. We're going to look at some news about Argentina, some NFT news, and some bonkers news. And then we're going to have a properly organised quiz at the end of the show in about 45 minutes' time.
Properly organised.
Properly organised.
By professionals.
By me.
By professionals. For professionals.
By me, and that's why it's professional, because if it was by somebody else, we'd all be asking you what colour Pepe is, what colour Darth Vader's lightsaber is, and other nonsense which has nothing to do with crypto.
But you get it's easy.
So why don't you put your professional elf hat on? And now, have you seen it? It's snowing.
I was about to say it's quite cold.
It is. It's freezing in here. Why am I grumpy Santa?
Because you said that.
You said I was supposed to be Mrs. Claus.
No, I thought that was too mean.
Didn't change it, did he? Right. Do you want to tell us what's happening in the markets? 43,650. That's my guess.
For Ethereum, honestly.
No, for Bitcoin.
So wrong. Always so wrong.
What's the markets looking
Which
like
one do
today?
we do? This one, I think. Dominance. Bitcoin 51.5%. Ethereum
What's Ethereum now?
16.6%.
Yeah. It's fallen by the wayside.
1.6. No, it's something because I just like, you know, when you're thinking about everything other than what you're doing right now, you think like, why am I doing all this? We always say this, not.
Well, you only say it once a week, you lazy
I still don't
part-timer.
get $1.66 trillion in the market capitalizations.
What's the price of Bitcoin?
Elf. Oh, fine. Yeah.
You can't get the staff these days.
43,600. Yeah.
And what?
No, it's just gone down to 601. So just stopped halfway through.
All right, okay, that's about right. So
43,599.
what's the gainers and losers?
I swear. Is that the TV I hear?
It might be one of these
If
multitude of
I
devices.
see Thorchain, I'm gonna.
I haven't seen Thorchain in the top charts for.
I miss him actually. I do miss it. Elf, 0.93, 93 cent, 98, 94 cent. We've got 19% 24 hour, the 15% in the 7 day. Was I negative? I forgot what.
Yeah, you crucified Elf.
I just go into this flow state of just pure like intelligence and like just everything, and I just forget after the video. So, it did go down about 30% after my video.
Everything we do on this channel, what you got to bear in mind, when Brogan does a TA video, which at this moment in time is very rare, you are more likely to see me doing handstands
Or pigs fly.
Pigs fly and seeing a TA video. But when he does them, you got to bear in mind that video is done at that moment in time. So you can't go back 6 months to a video that says Elf is going to go down and then point to the fact it's now 3 times the price it was 6 months ago. Because if you go back 2.5 months ago, you'll see that the price did go down. So what we need to do is have a continuation of all of these videos, so you can do like monthly updates on Elf, monthly updates on all the other coins that you cover, just so you've got like a track record of them. Because otherwise, people are going to come and berate you when you're a social media influencer in the future, people will start to pick up on these videos and say, "Oh, look, he said that it wasn't going to go to 50 cents." But yeah, that was like 2021. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but they're idiots, and I just can't. Who cares?
anyway,
Shut up.
let's move
Stupid
on.
idiot.
What's losing and what's gaining?
Whoa. Let's quickly not. Let's not just. Oh, Blur's up. I made a lot of money on this, didn't I?
You
Is
did.
this the money? Yeah, I made a huge lot of money on this. This was great. This was very good. For me as always.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Who's losing? Oh no, Thorchain. 4.95% 24 hour and 10.8% on the 7 day.
Don't worry about Thorchain.
Oh, that's sad. Who else? Internet Computer.
ICP?
6% down, yeah.
Yeah, but it's had a massive run up.
Okay,
It ran up
7 day.
100
Wow!
ran up 150% in a week.
Spicy. SEI.
See?
53% up on the 7 day. Optimism, 48. Solana, don't even. Bonk, 25% down.
Sorry about that. Why are you looking at the 7 day for?
I like looking at all the numbers.
We haven't got all day to do this. The
think-
way you talk about TA, we're going to need to skip on what's lost on the last 24 hours.
I've already done that.
You
Honestly,
have you
keep
done-
up, old man.
Have you done the gains and the losses?
I have done it all. That's why.
Fine. Right, okay. So now we're going to move on. Let's move on to have a look at this article.
Oh, I need a summer.
Let's move on and look at what people are saying about.
Dim on lights.
Yeah. See, now you won't remember this, and probably most of the people watching this show won't know this, but Diamond Lights was a very popular song with Chris Waddle and Chris Hoddle.
Right.
And Jamie Dimon is the CEO of, which one is it? I can't remember now. Not BlackRock, the other one. JP
Someone's
Morgan.
very excited. Someone has put hi with like 10 eyes. So someone's very excited. Hi, hello everyone. I'm glad you can join us today on this beautiful
23rd.
what day? Saturday. It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
How can I forget? It's a Saturday. It's an amazing Saturday. We're nearing up to Christmas. If you do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, all Christmas. If you don't, Happy holiday if you have one. Or if you've already had your holiday, I hope it was very, very good.
It is.
Ready?
Well, just nearly. I'm just about to try. The reason I'm being distracted is I'm trying to drop the boxes for everybody while Brogan starts. So I am paying attention. It's just it takes an age to do it on the mobile phone. And as you can see, Brogan,
Well, how about,
it's not working.
actually, I can just do the article.
Do the article. Get through the article, and I will join at the end. Once I've figured out why,
At some point during the stream, I want to do Glance at Wang Me, just as a little quick.
we don't need to, nobody knows about it, so nobody cares.
I'm going to do it.
And then you're going to mention it on a show that no one's going to watch to care about it. So
I'm not doing it for those people.
Mhm.
It's like a running theme now on my streams.
on your streams, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm here now on the stream, and I'm on it.
Why is it not working?
Bitcoin's road to 1 million. Jamie Dimon can't stop Wall Street from buying in. Fox Street from JP Morgan CEO won't stop institutional products from driving the Bitcoin price to new heights. Ready? An illuminating discussion leading leading voices from the crypto sector delved into the future. Whoa, hold on. I'm a bit rusty right now, huh? In an illuminating discussion, leading voices from the crypto sector delved into the future trajectory of digital currencies, offering a blend of predictions and analyses. That's not. I don't think it's spelled like that. And cautious optimism.
Let me try on the other mobile phone because that's clearly not letting me in. If you're watching on the blue and white platform, I am desperately trying to log in to drop a box and it's not working. So I'm going to try the other mobile phone, see if I can get in. Do apologise. Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
Roundtable anchor Rob Nelson opened the dialogue with a provocative inquiry about the possible effects of upcoming spot exchange traded funds, fund approvals on Bitcoin's value. Priyan Boring, the founder and CEO of Chamber of Digital Commerce, what a great name, responded with insights from valuation models estimating Bitcoin's value to be between $100,000 and $210,000. She emphasized the transformative potential of a spot ETF, which could funnel vast brokerage of industry funds into Bitcoin.
Yep.
The upcoming halving event, poised to slash Bitcoin supply, Boring anticipates significant upward pressure on its price. She also referenced a White House study showing that 40% of the US households currently engage in cryptocurrency, a figure projected to climb by 90% by 2029. Very cool. So the big people think the Bitcoin is going to go big price. That's always great to see.
Give me a minute. This is just becoming a venture and a half to get in to actually be able to drop these boxes. So you get on. Do you want to do the TA? And I will hopefully have caught up.
It's Christmas stretch.
I will hopefully catch up with you.
It's a nice stretch.
Hello, Kosovo.
Hello.
User 7D. Hello, Kosovo.
Boring isn't.
I hope you.
Oh, greetings from Kosovo.
Yes, I hope you are warmer than we are here. Because we are absolutely freezing. My hoodie is going back up in a minute. Right.
Oh, you're ready. All these stupid white lines. I'm going to delete these. Oh.
Don't delete the white lines. Don't delete the white lines.
I should, because he deleted all my Solana TA and I got very mad.
Does it? So, all I want you to look at, and you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. Look at the previous 2 pumps of Bitcoin. All I've done is copy the first one and overlaid it over the second and overlaid it where we are now. So to me, it looked pretty similar.
Well, we do have a green line of trend reversal. Our VWAP is in the positive.
Mm-hmm.
Our money flow is also in the positive. We've got a lot of positive things pointing upwards. We are also above all the EMA points, especially the pink one. I've highlighted this one in pink.
There we go.
This is a significant EMA, which is the 21-day moving average, which is a very considerable number in terms of Fibonacci, which are natural numbers. And everyone uses natural numbers because when you're going based off social sciences or social, aka emotional based things like trading. Even though there's a lot of statistics and monetary values and actual numbers to do with trading, a lot of it, who's trading? Humans are trading. Although there are a lot of bots. So you always want to look at Fibonacci like we always do, and 21 moving average is a very important one. So that's one of the highlights in purple. So that's kind of like the iron fist of whether we're above or below, and how it's going to go. So when you are above the EMA like we are right now, we can see. Do you know what's really interesting as well? Are your white lines match perfectly with the EMA line?
Yep.
Which is what basically keeps it. It's like your moving average for the bull market. I think it's 200-day moving average. Whatever it is. So very interesting to see that is and it is matching up right now. As you can see, currently live price. We've got this. Our EMA is following this pretty nicely, which is keeping us above, and we're above every single EMA point. So we've got a very good cushion in terms of in that regard. We are below this volume point here right now. Between these 43,900 and 43,700 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
When we are just a bit below that, so we'll probably have some a fighting area here, but we have a line at 44,390. Yeah, did I draw that? You draw that because it's in green. Maybe I drew that, I'm not too sure. Maybe that was a previous price point, but it's basically within the same area of our volume right now. So currently, as the price is acting right now, we are in a current situation where the price is going to have to break above this, and then the price below it, in terms of keeping us, which would keep us up, like on the next point downwards, is 40. That's 41,000. Basically, 42,000 is what's keeping us up right now. But we are in this range, so I don't think we're going to see that again with the EMA.
Yeah,
we're closing in, and I always talk about this on my TA videos. When EMA meets a price point, like a support point or a resistance point, when they meet like this and the price is breaking above it, that's when things can completely break out, and it's really big push.
Is this not the Golden Cross?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, isn't it? The
Golden Cross. When it meets a support point, maybe
when they cross over each other, it's called the Golden Cross. And when you, from what I remember,
EMA points or support and EMA.
I don't know because I can't see the chart. I'm just explaining that there is a Golden Cross coming up. It could very well be that. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a Golden Cross coming up where the EMA is crossing over, and when that happens, price goes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Wait. Well, what I'm talking about is a bit different. But yeah, Golden Cross. It's basically like the MACD, the moving average divergence.
Yeah.
When they cross, it basically is a significance between. When one's above the, I'm not too sure which numbers. I think it's like the 12 and the 21 or something like that. When one's above the other, it's basically like it kind of like dictates the intentions of the market if it's like negative or positive. But what I'm talking about is when the EMA it's kind of like this like pressure cooker where when I talk about it on my TA videos, when we're at this point of decision, basically, if we're going to stay above it or if we're
Yeah.
going to stay below it or try to go above it. When our EMA starts to push us up and kind of keep us in this area, that's when big price movements can occur, whether it be on the low or not. But since we are in this range and things are going upwards, what we're probably going to see, similar to how your line, it's like this, it goes down and it starts to come up, but the gradient isn't that big, but it starts to increase really heavily. That's coincides with what I'm trying to say, which is the EMA and this price point are crossing. We could see a huge move upwards, which will basically have this exponential price, the speed, not the amount we're going up, the speed we're going up at, which will, like I said, kind of coincide with how your line's moving. But yeah, that's basically it. I think that this is, it's happened 3 times already. Within this range is, I think this is like, if they could mine the material this range is made out of, I think we could make a spaceship out of it. Like, it's just like this brilliant like antimatter. Like we've stayed in this for ages now. It's like a really good range. So I don't think we're going below it anytime soon. So I think it's just up. It's all up. Everything's up. Merry Christmas.
The longer we stay at this, what happens every time you break up and you break down, liquidates the longs, liquidates the shorts, like we say 1,000 times. The longer we stay at this range, you're going to have a load of shorts and a load of longs. We're going to liquidate all the shorts. We're going to pump up. If the thing is, we can't break 44,000. That's the thing. We can't break it. We've hit it twice.
He's hit his glass and it went. I know you say there's light. Is your camera still in place?
I hope so.
Basically, yeah.
So we're going to hit that 44,000, and one of the times we hit it, we're going to break it. And when we break it, we are going to absolutely fly.
And that's what I'm saying is this EMA. I'm at 44,390, which is kind of basically this 44. I mean, the price level, the price point where we're just below right now is basically the 44 point. And we've bounced on numerous times before, but our EMA wasn't this. It's like, as you can see, people. I'm not talking about you, but you can see it if you look up there. But this little area here between like the 7th and the 5th and 9th, where we bounced numerous times off it, our EMA was at a different position as it is right now, where we had one EMA. I believe this is one of the shorter term, like 5 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Really close, but it was very spread out. So the strength, it wasn't. I'm not saying the EMA is the be all and end all of things, but we were in a different situation back then where we bounced off it and came back down. Whereas now the EMA is a lot tighter. All the numbers are coinciding with each other, and we are slowly moving upwards. So it's more of a stronger, like slower, like a rugby walk. I don't know what a rugby walk is, but you know what I'm trying to say. We are there's a lot of like coinciding numbers keeping us up. So what I'm trying to say is previously where we bounced off it and came back down, we could see a different occurrence right now due to the fact that we're in a different situation. Even though we're at the same price than before, we're in a different situation.
Christmas Day. How much is my Bitcoin going to be worth on Christmas Day? Give the audience. The audience care about numbers.
44.5.
How many?
44.5.
$44,500 for Bitcoin on Christmas Day. Now, I'm not going to ask you what the price of Bitcoin is going.
That's the dress up as Santa if I get it wrong.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. If you get it wrong, you're going to have to do the TA in less than 5 minutes.
Well, 44,700.
44,700. There we go. Now, we're not going to give you the January the 1st target because we are going to be streaming from here on December the 30th, which is in a week today. And on that day, we are going to do our price predictions for 2024. And have we not got a drum roll on that box over there? Press a button. That'll do. We're going to do our 2023 Crypto Warehouse Awards show on December the 30th. If you haven't seen our you haven't seen our awards show, they are a sight to behold. That's next Saturday. But now we've just heard 44,500.
44,700, something like. There's a little range, like a $300 range, padding between up and down.
Guaranteed $44,500 by Christmas Day. And then we're going to give you our New Year's Day prediction next week, where we decide who's going to be right.
I didn't say that, okay? And I'm not dressing up as Santa if I'm wrong.
Now we're going to move on because we have homes to go to. And we are moving on to now talk about Solana.
Tariq said hello. I think he said good morning. This is scroll up. Hello, Michael Brogan. So hello, Tariq. Always love to see you.
Tariq, as you know, this is the most painful stream of the week for me because I am in the room.
Everyone is like, don't worry. I mean, guys, like I said,
with the genius.
None of this is crystal ball.
It's all crystal ball.
None of this is future proofing.
He's predicted the future time and time.
None of this is any of that. Okay.
He has predicted the future.
I can just give you what I have in front of me. and
Yeah.
tell you what I think of it.
He
I can't
is
tell you.
Nostradamus. Is it Nostradamus? Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. That's who he is. He can tell you to within $1 what the price of any coin is going to be, including WAGMI.
That's a good segue, but we're going to Paxos right now, so I can't quite do it. But
Okay.
I will literally look at it for 15 seconds. I just want to press shift, look at the 40% move down we've gone through, and then go back.
I just want to explain to people very clearly before you even read this article out.
Yeah.
I said 2 weeks ago the only difference between Ethereum and Solana is the liquidity that you can get in Ethereum compared to Solana. So if you're a project, you're going to go to Ethereum because that's where the money is. And I said that we need more stable coins in the Solana ecosystem because people are using Solana as the base currency and not USDC or USDT like they use in Ethereum. Paxos have just been given the green light to issue a stablecoin on Solana. Do not underestimate what this is going to do to Solana. That's all I'm going to say, and that's the premise to your article.
All right, perfect. I also had Service Guy say, good morning, Mr. Mike and Brogan. So I don't deserve the Mr. part. Maybe, I needed more tea to convince him, but good morning, Service Guy. Great to see you too. I like seeing people. I know I'm not on every stream, but I like seeing people like when they were first coming on and they keep on coming on. It's very nice.
It's nice. It's
very nice to see
have
new people.
The OGs. And I do apologise for having my hoodie up, but it is absolutely freezing in here.
It's not that cold.
It is cold. It is cold. He's got the warmth of youth protecting him. I have old bones.
It's because I'm on fire with all my great predictions I have with my TA. I had to say it, but I haven't been really wrong yet, as I will show you with.
He's been wrong. What he does is he make 20 videos and he'll get 10 wrong and delete them. And then the 10 videos where he does well, he keeps them up. So when you look at him and you go, oh, he's got a 100% success rate. Because that is what crypto streamers do. For those of you that don't know, that's an insider secret. They'll make 10, 20 videos and they'll delete all the videos where they're wrong.
But not me though. I haven't deleted a single video.
Not deleted a single
video.
Even the ones where he's got them wrong.
I have never got it wrong.
Gito.
I made profit on Gito. I had an actual trade, okay?
Okay.
So that's all I'll say.
I just need to make sure that all the boxes are being dropped.
Right.
I am trying to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'm always alt-tabbing
at the same time.
Chats and stuff.
The problem is when you do this when you're not on camera, it's easy to just like maintain everything and look at everything. Yeah. But when you're on camera, you can't really. Do you know what I mean? You can't. Take away your eyes. Go
on. You ready? Paxos secures New York regulatory approval to expand USDP stablecoin to Solana. With DFS's blessing, Paxos aims to boost stablecoin utility on Solana's high throughput network. This marks a significant development as Paxos was previously limited to issuing its Pax Dollar USDP stablecoin exclusively on the Ethereum network.
Yep.
Solana is known for its high transaction throughput, and the network can handle around 50,000 to 65,000 transactions per second. It's written on Rust, vastly exceeding Ethereum's capacity for about 30 ticks per. I think is it transactions?
TPS is transactions per second, yeah.
Normally it's TPS is either third-person shooter or ticks per second.
Can I just tell you one thing?
Go on.
Right. I was trying to kind of like make the show a little bit fancier today by having a little bit more. There you go, I've just dropped another box. So for those of you there, I've just dropped another little box. I'm trying to keep the boxes going for the stream because it's Christmas. So I'm going to keep trying to drop them as we go through. I was trying to get you the TPS rates of Visa and MasterCard.
Right.
So you could see them compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that. And the other one I was trying to do, for the NFT markets, I was trying to get you the breakdown by chain, and it's impossible. What's happening with all of these statistics is they're now starting to get paywalled. So information I could get you.
So Visa can claim that they're able to support 24,000 transactions per second.
Correct.
MasterCard utilizes a network that claims to handle about 5,000 transactions per second.
Yep. So when you're thinking about a future where, let's say I said to you, right, or you said to me, could Solana transact every credit card transaction in the world on a daily basis?
Yes.
And then you look at 50,000 transactions a second. What's that a minute? 3 million transactions a minute?
How many transactions is it? 50?
50,000 Is that 3 million transactions a second?
50,000 times 60. Yeah.
3 million transactions a second, okay? 3 million transactions a second is what you would need today. MasterCard, you said, was doing what, 5?
MasterCard was 5,000.
5,000, so that's a tenth, right? So in terms of scalability, Solana has a long way to go, right? And
What?
in terms of a long way to go in terms of capacity, it's got a lot of extra capacity. If MasterCard does 5,000,
A long way to go. Oh, I thought you meant it wasn't up to their
no,
standards yet.
there's a long way to go in terms of like reaching its cap.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So it's got a lot of It's
Room
it's
to
a lot
grow.
better. Yeah.
It's
The
big enough.
big dogs of the carding system of the world,
Yeah.
of like the West. Let's say. Obviously, I think they're instituted in a lot of pretty much a lot of places. I'm not sure, but like if they can live off 5,000 transactions a second.
Yeah. So work it out. Solana can technically outperform MasterCard and Visa.
Yes.
But it can't do that if the funds cannot be processed on the chain.
Yeah.
So how does it process the funds on the chain if the funds aren't there?
Yeah, it has to
needs
hole its stuff and like go
Yeah.
onto different things.
Which is why when Paxos is allowed to issue its own stablecoin, we solve one of the problems. Okay? But we don't solve all the problems because what are you whistling for? I don't know what you're doing. Up what? Right. If we don't know what the value of the transactions being processed by MasterCard and Visa, do we? No. So that's what I'm saying. This is the problem. Now, well, the next stage is we have the number of transactions. We don't know if the amount of liquidity is there to process at the same rate as MasterCard. Do you know what I mean? The money has to be transferred back and forth.
Right.
So that's all I was saying. So this is great news.
Yep. Yeah, I'm move on to the TA.
Solana TA. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Well, you deleted all my charts, so I don't know what's here anymore. It's nice.
Let me. My head's got warm now. I know I'm going between hot and cold. I just want to point one thing out before, because Brogan's very bashful. He's not going to tell you. Brogan was buying Solana at $10 and $11 at the start of this year. That is the faith that he had in the ecosystem.
I had buy orders at $3.
Yeah.
$3,
that
was the
$6.
picture. That was FTX capped itself. But I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I was walking from school back home, setting buy orders in
College.
Yeah, but
College.
I'm out of it now. I call it kiddie nursery. I call it nursery. How about that? It's for children anyway. Should we give my our custom indicator a whirl?
Go on. We have our own indicator.
Yes, I'm developing our own indicator. We could. It's called simple significance. This is where it will draw the volume itself and the level. It's not finished. As you can see, it's claiming that all the volume is down there, but you know it's still in the work in progress. But we've got a lot of volume at the bottom. You know what I mean? Delete it. I'm just going to find it a second. I'm not going to have that. How are we doing for this?
How are we doing for time? That's a big question.
Time's fine.
So, there's lots of people in chat saying we love Brogan, which is a nice thing to say.
Nice.
It's a nice thing to say. That's a lovely thing to say. I would call it bribery, however, given that I've given the box away for people saying that.
Oh no, yeah, I know, but I don't talk about it anymore. It's fine. I've given in.
Right, so I'm going to tell you. You're going to tell me I'm wrong, which is fine. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen for Solana. Because I've got to bring you up to speed on what I've been saying in the week. Otherwise, we're going to be reading from a different page. I think we're going to hit I think we're going to hit $100. I think we're going to get rejected, and I think we're going to come down to $80. That's my cards on the table.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Oh,
I'm not even joking.
I haven't.
I'll tell you why. Because we did reject off $100. 22nd of December yesterday. We're starting to come down. Although you may be fooled. Oh, you made it $90. We're not going to go down to $80. No. Okay. That's what after the EMA. Okay. Or this number anyway. All the other ones are below here. The purple one. This is a new rule for me anyway, because I'm the only one using Microsoft A on this. So this is my rule. The purple one is like Thor's hand being the gauntlet. Okay, everything else is kind of like the further it goes away from that number, or the further away these lines go. Because when I did share it personally, like on the videos, I hide all the EMAs apart from the purple one, which is 21 day. But I've decided to not do that just to see. I think it'd be more, better if I showed them all.
Yeah.
But I wanted to exaggerate the point that the purple one is the one which is more important. Well, not more important, because you can see right now, you can see 20th, the 20th, 21st, 22nd. You can see this the arc of the topmost EMA, and it does follow the line like that. But the purple one is more powerful. So we'll break below this, and the next one down is basically $80. But my other point, which was why I think we're gonna we've been overbought for
massively
quite,
overbought.
you can see, all I have to do is exaggerate from the 18th of October. Obviously, I know we're carrying on going up. I know, obviously, there's a lot of things affecting that. But, this white line, these two white lines are kind of, there's 16 and minus 60. That's kind of where we see a significance, where if the momentum is above this line and you start to see hints that would start to go down, in a normal market, in a normal, environment, that would probably mean, okay, it's probably a good time to put a short in or sell.
Yeah.
Because normally it would go down. But there's a lot of things, news, it's Christmas time, everyone's happy. There's a lot of things affecting this outside of it. But that doesn't excuse from the fact that we're heavily overbought. But saying that, we're closing in on the 100 mark, which is very high. We're at the highest momentum point, and it's starting to close out now. So we could start to see a momentum fall, which would, shift it in the other end. Our VWAP's going towards negative. We've got some, we've got this kind of, it's showing signs. You can see, it's like the red sky in the morning. Yeah, you're trying to show signs. It's not raining yet, but it's starting to show signs that we're gonna arc over and fall down. So so I think we're gonna fall because we're at the upper end of our little $80 to $100, which is what we have here. So we're in this little area. So I think it's gonna arc like that and come back down.
And where do you think we're going to come down to?
$80.30.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, we could. We'll probably fall down to $90, where the next EMA is. Also, it is the round number. $90 is a significant number. 80, 90, 100 all significant. So we will see. We'll probably come down to there the 22nd was a god day for us because it came to $100 as we were kind of insinuating, and then dropped all the way to $90, as I'm saying right now, or $90.50. So we'd come down to roughly $90.50. This EMA is kind of demonstrating that. But I don't think that we're going to hold that. I don't really think that's something we're going to hold. Coming down, we could see $82, but it's basically going to be about $80. But it's never going to be exactly. So when we do TA or talk about it on stream, whatever we do, whenever we say, oh yeah, it's going to go to $100, I always like to say, and we always say, maybe put your exit a bit lower down just to confirm it. You don't just put it exactly there.
So you could be buying at 81.
Yep, 81, 82, 80.
And then selling at 99.
Yeah. If
we have another push up.
95 to 100, have this little range, but always have a little bit packed. So I'll just do I'll demonstrate this with a different color.
Do you think we've got any chance at all of breaking $100 and going straight up?
Right now?
Yeah. Or is the money flow coming out and are we overbought?
Our money flow is very stagnant. Although it be green, it is above, it is high in the green. It's very high up. So, we're not in the red, which is a good thing. But the angle in which, or the gradient it's going at, is very important as to how it's actually going to move. Because we can see currently it has been green. Yeah, we've been going up, but every time it's heavily gone up has been when our money flow has been moving. But we're basically straight lining right now, so it's hard to tell. We don't really have a gradient of consistency to suggest to us that we're going to continue to go down.
All right.
But if we start to fall, because the higher you are, the harder you're going to fall. So it's kind of like that, where if we start to fall now, it's going to be very heavy down.
Because $100 down to $80 is what's that's a 20% drop.
Something like that, yeah.
But that's a significant drop, but it's still going to drop us to a level where $100 is in attacking distance, isn't it?
Easily, yeah.
And the rumor is this is red hot alpha, right? The rumor is the Bitcoin ETF is January the 10th. The Ethereum ETF has been pushed back till April. Maybe it gets pushed back till June, and then it's out of the way. The rumor is that the next altcoin that's going to be issued as an ETF is going to be Solana. Personally, I think it's too small a market cap to have its own ETF. It's, what's it, 36 billion. It's too small. Now, if Bitcoin's going to be at $1 trillion, $2 trillion, Ethereum's going to be at $500 to $1 trillion. If they're talking about a Solana ETF, are we not talking about having a $200 or $300 billion market cap Solana, which would give it an 8x from here, which would put the price at $570?
8x from where we are right now. Yeah, I mean, if we're basically
$720.
Yeah, we're basically at $100. So I'm saying 8, 9,
So $700 to $800 Solana would give it the market cap that would probably sustain an ETF.
Yeah.
Because I've always been saying all along, the next ETF after Ethereum would be ADA, XRP, Solana, Link. You know, like a basket. But they're talking about a Solana ETF. You don't get a Solana ETF with a $40 billion market cap. So are we saying that the market is telling us that it's expecting Solana to go?
Could be. I mean,
all the way up.
If there's a lot of hints about it, and Paxos, being allowed to make their stablecoin on the Solana network, there's a lot of positivity within the normal institutional based crypto sphere where they make the ETF or they kind of overarch it and make the rules. So if there's a lot of positivity within Solana, then they can see it as, because they could change this to any other coin, and it then be okay. Well, then it's gonna have to go up. If there's a lot of institutional positivity in terms of the currency, with whether it be ruling off, you can do your stablecoin, and if they're in talks of doing ETFs or looking at doing ETFs, then if there's a lot of positivity, then it would make sense that it would regardless of how much it would have to go up by. Obviously, it'd have to be a lot, but if they're very positive about it and they do want to do something like this, obviously it needs to get to the point where it needs to get to the point where it can sustain that. But if it does need to, I think they probably understand that. So there's going to be a lot of good news, I reckon, with Solana to try and push this price up to where it needs to be.
See, if we had this conversation of what I'm about to say, if we had this conversation 4 months ago, a lot of people watching wouldn't believe us. So if I said to you, Solana has become the top layer 1 coin, you'd laugh at me. Now, 4 months down the line, who's got the highest volume on NFTs? Solana. Who has the largest volume of transactions at this moment in time? Solana.
The wallets, so is that is isn't there a figure with some of the wallets, active wallets?
Forget that. Transactions. Just look at transactions. Wallets are irrelevant. Bitcoin's got 3 billion.
But it was I saw we saw a graph. It was
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about. I'm trying to narrow it down. I'm trying to keep it to a couple of facts, right? Because otherwise we're going to go off on a tangent, right? So, the highest volume on NFTs, the highest volume of activity, and who has the deal with Visa and MasterCard? Solana. So we've got more transactions, we've got more activity, and we have a deal with Visa and MasterCard. So who is the top layer 1 at the minute? Is it Ethereum or is it Solana? You could argue it's Ethereum because it has all the layer 2s, it has Polygon, it has Arbitrum, it has all that. I get all of that. But Solana has come from absolutely being panned for the last 18 months, right? And it's got a mobile phone that's sold out.
Well, reasons why varying, but it's sold out.
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
So my money,
you get a free house with this phone. Oh, it's sold out. Ooh, Solana must be good.
My money is Solana. Right, okay, let me ask you another question. Of Ethereum and Solana, which one's price is going to 10x from here the fastest?
Solana.
Exactly.
Based on the amount it can go up by.
Right.
Because growth is exponential.
Yeah.
With price, obviously due to the fact that the amount you need the market to change to move this price up is obviously changes. And Ethereum's already up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely
so you could argue that Ethereum is going to 5x, right? And that would put Ethereum at $11,000. Okay, from where we are now, that's a really bloody good price. If Solana 5x's, 10x's from here, that puts it at $1,000, doesn't it? Or there or thereabouts $1,000. That still gives it a long way to go to catch Ethereum. So if you're going to back a horse, I'm not saying put all your money into Solana and YOLO in, because you still need Ethereum and Bitcoin in your portfolio. I'm just saying that we've been telling people at $20, $25, Solana's a good blockchain.
Yeah.
And now it's at $90. Everyone's going, you know what, Solana's a really good blockchain.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we've known it all along. We've been using it for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about the benefits, like that in terms of like the big dogs where you actually have utility where you can use it. They've all got their positives and negatives. Obviously, I'm not saying Solana doesn't have any negatives, but like with Ethereum, it's like Ethereum. Obviously, there's so many things in there. It's the brain of like Web3, but the gas fees.
It's like so expensive.
It's extortionate. And no one so it's great for people actively if they're using it consistently because on a long period of time, if you're spending a lot, if you're interacting with the blockchain a lot, heavily, you don't want to have $50 here, $50. But even with new people who might don't want to spend a lot of money because they don't know what's going on, you also don't want to be spending that money. So on both sides of the spectrum, for the new and the old, and anywhere in between, Solana solves all problems in terms of its gas fees. I think gas fees is very huge for Ethereum. I know it's got a lot of interactivity with it, but if you're anybody who uses it consistently and or wants to get into it as the first time, and like I said, anywhere in the middle, you'll want to look at Solana. Yeah. So it's very strong in that regard, where they've already got a lot of things on it, and it's cheap, so it's great
and easy to use.
Exactly, and the extensibility, like with the API, it was built in Rust. Obviously, I know Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're like the old dogs. They're built in C++, and like it's a great language. It's fast, but Rust has come along, solved a lot of the problems which C++ has had, especially with development time, and made it easy to extend upon it. Because obviously in Ethereum it has Solidity, but you have to learn a whole new language. But with Solana, there are libraries and whatnot you can use which make it easier for you. But if you already know Rust, you can already interact with it. It's just based on just learning how the API works, rather than learning a whole new language. Which it's not that dissimilar from any other languages you may learn within the low-level sphere. But it's definitely a lot easier for people to build upon it. Rather than
And to be fair though, Ethereum was built pre.
That's what I'm saying. It's an old dog.
After.
Like C++ was the best choice back then, because obviously you had C, which is very bare bones. If you want to build a toaster, you use C, but C++ allowed for libraries and extending and making. It's a lot easier to build something, but it's very hard to maintain. But it was the best. It was definitely the best choice. But now that things have gone along, Rust is very new, but it's so much easier. It's so much better to build with. So if you're new to the language, it's easy to build. Like me, I'm not very good at Rust because I haven't done a lot with it, and I was still able to build a good language with Solana. So anyone can really do it. So it's a great language in many regards, or it's a great crypto for many regards. So Solana, we're not sponsored. Should we move on? Where are we?
I don't remember. I think we're at SHIB. SHIB.
Solana, it's going to go down to $80.
Yes. So Christmas Day, we've got 44,700 for Bitcoin. That's written in stone.
Yeah.
And we've got $80. Well, maybe not by Christmas Day. It's only 2 days away. I suppose it could go to 80, 85 by then. So that's what Brogan is predicting. We should call him. What could we call you? There used to be a lady on TV in the UK called Mystic Meg. And she was on every week, and she'd make crazy predictions every week on the UK TV. And do you know what?
What?
No word of a lie. Every week she got something right. Every week, without fail, she got something right. And it got to the point where people laughed at her, right? But watched her.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's this crazy lady sitting in a room with like dry ice and a crystal ball. And then you know what? Actually, let's see what Mystic Meg's got to say. That's what's going to happen with you. People are going to watch him, and you'll start laughing.
I'll start going crazy. I'll start twitching like that. Like Solana's $120. With a blanket on, and
we'll have him dressed up as Gandalf the Grey for next year. Right.
Staff.
So SHIB. For those of you that don't know, SHIB's our favourite meme coin. It's better than Doge. Doge is a waste of time. It's only there because of X. Can't stand the project. SHIB for me have done the right thing. They've built out a community project. Love the project.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, quite like what's it called? Pepe. Hated Pepe when it started. Slated it in a video, but they're building out as well. But for me, SHIB, if you're gonna own a meme coin that could do quite well in the next bull run, I'd look at SHIB.
Yeah. I mean, if you love Tesla car parts, then you're gonna love this one. That's pretty much it.
But yeah, exactly.
So if says a plus, and please let's reduce the number of spam messages. Well, we would want that as well.
We can't get rid of the spam, unfortunately.
Hopefully in the future there might be sorting something out.
There's going to be an option. And remember, one important thing. I do try and read messages, but like you say, 1 every 20 or 1 every 30 messages.
Yep.
Is a real person, and I can't really sit here scrolling.
Yeah, like
constantly, because it's a bit off-putting for people watching to see me staring at my mobile phone.
Yeah, and if you do put comments on that certain place, like, do remember there's a lot of things going on in the chat, whether it be positive, actual something we would want to read or not. It does get lost sometimes, especially if I'm reading an article on Alt Tab, I might miss something. So, if you do have something,
say it a few times.
Yeah, just copy paste it a couple times, and we'll probably see it. It's free anyway.
Get around to you. We will. And also, don't forget, we're trying to get to 100,000 followers. I checked a couple of days ago, and we were at 78,000 followers. 78,000 followers, Brogan, already. Oof. So we're 22,000 followers away. I reckon we could do that by March. So if you could do us a favour, make sure you follow us wherever you're watching us. Make sure you follow. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and comment. Let us know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because although we can't see every comment, we see a lot of the comments. And if you comment more, maybe the scammers and spammers will go away and go and visit Santa's grotto and disappear.
Yeah.
Right, what's SHIB? You have a look at SHIB. I'll try and catch up on messages.
Shiba Inu set. I really like this font, by the way. I've looked at Urbanist.
Steal it.
I'm going to steal it. Shiba Inu set for bullish trajectory as whales relock SHIB for long term. Prominent. Wow, it's like a Samsung website, like a Samsung phone ad website. It's really nice font. This is. Prominent market intelligence platform Sentiment has highlighted Shiba Inu as a token to watch as whales move coins off exchanges amid the gradually unfolding crypto bull market. In a recent tweet, Sentiment underscored.
Yeah, they've got a fun name, haven't they?
Sentiment. It's supposed to be sentiment, but it's spelled it.
Yeah, Sentiment.
Underscored the escalating momentum in the altcoin market, where tokens like Solana and Cardano have engineered surprising rallies to new yearly highs. Sentiment noted that ADA recently surpassed 65 cents, a point not seen for the last 17 months. Also, Solana is on the path of $100, having grown more than 400% in under 4 months. Amid this praiseworthy trend, Sentiment weighed in on emerging positive signs, suggesting a similar Shiba Inu uptrend on the horizon. We'll be the judge of that. Wait, what? So all they're doing is showing the supply. In the update, Sentiment asked crypto market participants to keep an eye on Ethereum, Shiba Inu, Ether of AI, and Dent, according to the intelligence platform. These 4 assets stand out due to the ongoing movement of the coins from whales. Right, so they reckon it's all going to be very good for SHIB. So let's have a judgment of ourselves.
Go and have a look at the chart.
Hopefully we're wrong, because hopefully we are opposing. I love like.
I'm just going to tell you one thing.
What?
I said this on Thursday's stream.
Yeah.
We leave the TA on our charts, don't we?
Yeah.
And a lot of the coins that we only look at once in a while, we don't change them. Look at the TA that we did on SHIB. It hasn't changed. It's stayed in the channel. It had a little breakout, came straight back in, didn't it?
Yeah, broke down, bounced up, hit off this price point.
Yeah.
Which we drew.
Which you drew.
Yeah.
Which you drew.
I did drew this.
And it's come back into the channel.
Yeah.
Once again, what can we call you? We can't call you Mystic Meg.
No, but I'm always right.
What begins with a B? What begins with a B? Leave a comment below. What mystical name can we give Brogan for his charts? Like Mystic Meg or Wally the Wizard or
Thesaurus for fortune teller beginning with B.
Paul the Predictor.
That's good enough.
So where do you think it's going to go? Other than it stay in our charts. Lots of people in chat seem to think you look like James Bond.
I know.
I don't know why that would be. I don't know why people would think you look like James Bond. I don't know either.
All right.
Freezing.
So we follow the email line very well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm cold. Things I do for this. Things I do for this community. It's freezing.
So we've got this price. Can you stop complaining? I'm trying to chair here. I'm trying to be professional.
He's trying to be professional.
Okay.
Not only does he look like James Bond, he's got the brains as well. It's like if we took James Bond and Stephen Hawking and combined them into James Hawking. That's what you are. You're James Hawking. Go on then. Where are we going to go with SHIB? Because I can just see up to the right.
Oh, I need to word this in my brain so I can word it in real life. Broganastradamus.
Broken Nostradamus. Who said that?
It's really...
He is, isn't he?
There you go. Fun. So we can see. So this kind of range which we have right now it's so beautifully confirmed by yesterday, as we were with was it Solana?
Yeah.
Yesterday was a great day for our TA. So we can see we've got a price support level exactly on the fib level. And then we have this price level above us at 10.092, which we drew ages ago, and has exactly come to there yesterday. So yesterday was a great day, as you can see here. And today we were here and we fell down below the EMA, started to fall down, but obviously, you know, we stayed above. So currently we have this range. This like
I can see actually. If I turn around, I can see your
so
beautiful chart.
We've got this like 4.5% range, which we're kind of sitting at here. But although there's not a lot of volume at this price level, you know, shown like by data, scrolling back always confirms what we kind of look at. So we can see like, you know, it's you know, of numerous of times kind of bounced off this price, which, you know, we did say. So this is a confirmed long-term price level to try and break above. Our range is, you know, we did a range. Did you draw this range? Or did I draw this range?
I drew the range. I'm a range drawer.
The range man, yeah.
I'm a range man.
Like Rain Man.
Actually, no.
Range man. So good, Rain Man. How many matchsticks are there? 42.
I've let you into a little secret. Julian, who used to be on these streams, he used to come in and do live streams.
Yeah.
He nicknamed me Rain Man, and my nickname on the live streams for about 6 months was Rain Man, wasn't he? I don't know what yours was.
Someone's saying good with all caps, so I think we're doing something right.
Whippersnapper would be a name for you. Whippersnapper.
Young
Rain Man.
Hey, Rain Man. Yeah.
I can't be the Rain Man if you're the one doing the TA and doing all the predictions.
No. But I'm Tom Cruise. Is it Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, he uses the tools he has to kind of orchestrate. So market science is telling me all this, and the charts, TradingView is telling me all this. I'm just saying what's in front of me. Just how Tom Cruise is just, you know, he's just, Rain Man does his thing, he's just using what's in front of him.
There's two problems. Number one, you're too tall to be Tom Cruise.
True, like
and number two, you can't fly a fighter jet.
Who said I can't?
You can't fly a fighter
How do you
jet.
know?
Because flying a fighter jet in Fortnite...
Well, I've secretly been training 6 months in my head, in my brain.
Flying a fighter jet in Fortnite is not the same as flying an F-16, like Sir Tom Cruise can do.
Well, he needs stilts. I don't. So that's all that is.
Did you know that? I'm going to have a little side break here. I'm not going to say any of the trigger words, however. Do you know what the meaning of Top Gun was?
No.
Top Gun, and this is Quentin. If you listen to an interview with Quentin Tarantino, he explains what Top Gun was about.
Huh.
Top Gun was about a man's internal struggles with who he was.
Right.
Because Kelly McGillis, who's the girl in the film, to get Tom Cruise to like her, she started to dress like a man. And I will leave it at that. She started to wear the sunglasses and the jackets and everything else. And then he started to find her attractive. Very interesting, very deep film, considering it's about a man flying a fighter jet around. Next.
SHIB.
SHIB. Are we going to see any movement up in SHIB?
No. We're not. We have this kind of like anchor trigger.
So cold.
Thingy-majiggy.
Do I not get any kind of compensation for sitting here in this fridge?
No. No. I've moved everything out of the way. All that's going on. No, probably not. There's not really a lot for me to say. That we're in a 4% range. There's not really a lot going on anytime soon. We're at the we've done rubbing on our range. So what would make sense is go to your bunk, but there's a lot keeping us up.
Okay.
You know, we're above the EMA, but you know we could easily fall below it.
All right.
But we do have a
There's words in there somewhere. There is words in there somewhere.
Our point of control there is below us, not too far below us anyway. It's basically at 1. It's basically at the emotional level. Well, let's get our new and improved, which I still need to finish because I haven't finished yet. Simple significance. See what they say.
We need a better name than simple. We need a name for our indicator on Market Cipher. Not on Market Cipher, sorry, on TradingView. So think of a name.
Do you know what?
What about Brogan Damus?
Do you know what? This is not actually that bad. Because it's off. Either you put it on and all the points to control are like this, and it's a waste of time. This one's not that bad. I do need to make the visibility a bit better. It's a bit hard to use, but don't worry, guys. I'm going to hone this. I'm going to find a formula to figure out the best points to control. I'm going to clean it up and make it look really nice. And then what it's going to do for you guys, is all you have to do is plonk it on your chart, and you can find all the volume points.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
And don't worry, Tariq, that SHIB will be worth a Tesla in 124 years' time. Trust me. And I've not forgotten about the offer of putting a nice recliner chair on top of your car and driving me around a desert somewhere where I drink whiskey and smoke cigars. Now, we're going to crack on because it is almost 1 o'clock and Brogan has spent the entire show talking about his TA expertise. So now we're going to get on to talk about Now, I'm going to disagree with her. I'm going to say it at the outset. I'm going to disagree with her. Stephanie has said that Bonk has been bad for the ecosystem. So I'll let you go through the article. You can have your own opinion on it. I'm not a fan of Bonk. Full disclaimer, I made a video crucifying Bonk about a year ago, didn't I? Crucified it, said it was a terrible, terrible meme coin, terrible, terrible project. I was right for 13 months. And then out of nowhere it pumped.
Well, 13 months is pretty good. I mean, we do this all the time. I mean, give me 10 days and the coin's already back to where it was when I said it was going to go down. So, you know. But, apart from, okay, I'm doing my 20 seconds.
I said Pepe was terrible. I said Bonk was terrible. I said a lot of these meme coins were terrible. And I was proven right, but I came in for a lot of flack about it. Because like you've got the problem with WAGMI,
I'm good. After you finish.
People who buy in to projects don't like to, what they want is they want confirmation bias. They want you to tell them how good the project is. That's the problem. And when you go against them and say, well, actually, it's not a very good project that they've bought into, they don't like it.
No.
So you come up against some flack. I did that Energy Web token.
Yeah.
And I said it was terrible. I said it was a terrible idea. It was never going to work. And the price has done nothing but tank. And I got flack for 3 days. I couldn't go near Twitter. It was terrible. So, what has Stephanie said about Bonk?
I'm doing my 20 seconds on WAGMI. Over here. So, this is 20 seconds. I did a TA video on WAGMI, and a lot of people got very mad at me. But stay mad because it's gone down since my video.
Do you want to draw a circle on when you did the video?
Yeah, I've even got a line of it, but
okay.
That white circle right there was when I basically did my video.
Okay.
And if I can't do my shift click, there it is. And since my video, we're currently 40.5% down.
Let's call it 41%.
Basically, we're 41% down. Our maximum we fell down. We're 45% down. My line is currently down here at 15,186. So we've got about 9 points of resistance, and we're below the entire EMA. So we're not coming up anytime soon. So don't invest.
Yeah,
that's it.
So what the other thing about TA videos is it will give you a general direction of the coin in a certain period of time. If it's a monthly chart, a daily chart, an hourly chart, it will give you a general direction of where the price action is going to go. There are certain coins, are there not,
Yeah.
that are overbought. There is massive bearish divergence on them. The money flow is going out. Everything points down.
Yeah.
And you could make a video that says the price is going to go down. And for 2 weeks, the price could tank, like this one. Now, you could do TA on this video, on this chart today, and you could find bullish divergence, money flow coming back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The point is that charts change depending on where the price action is. If it's already come down 60%, it could go down another 90%. But it could also go back up because nothing ever goes up or down forever. That's one of the golden rules of crypto. Apart from coins.
Apart from WAGMI.
Not apart from WAGMI. Apart from pump and dumps.
Yeah.
Pump and dumps will pretty much always go to zero. But if it's a legitimate project with a good amount of buy and sell pressure on it, it is going to recover or it's going to retrace. So when you watch one of these videos, make sure you look at when it was made. So if Brogan's made a video saying the price is going to come down, and he made that video 3 weeks ago, what I would do in your shoes is I would go onto the Telegram group and message him in the trading channel and say, is there an update on WAGMI? Messages on Twitter, messages on other places that we can't mention names of, and say, can you do an update video? That way, you know where the price action is going to be today or tomorrow or whatever date it gets done. You can't go back 2 months and look at a video and try and base price action on the token because of what was said 2 months ago. That's not how it works. They're reactive, and we try and kind of extrapolate the signals as to where the price is going to go.
Yeah, I mean,
in your defense.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I know I wasn't supposed to look at it, but our money flow is, our VWAP is negative. Money flow has a greatly negative gradient. Ever since I made my video, the money flow has just been going down. We're nearly negative money flow now, which is very bad. Obviously, we are technically negative. Although it shows green, it's quite difficult to show. Although we are green, we're going down, so the money is coming out. So do bear that in mind. But we are also nearly zero money flow. Everything is zero. So, and going off your point of like investing in something, if I made the video 3 weeks ago, if it goes to where I said it was, which I hope it does, it's going to only fall another 27%. Only, I'd say. But, so over the...
But again, you could short it.
Yeah, exactly. You could short it, but like...
You could short it.
Like I said, nothing goes down forever.
Yeah.
So as you can see, like over here, we had a green wick up of 7%, like over these periods of time. So, there are occasional times where it goes up, but the general consensus of this
the trend is down.
The trend, it's a downward trend. Yeah. We're below the EMA. We've got nine lines of resistance. Yeah. We're not going up anytime soon.
No.
So I would short it, but it may wander around in this little range here. It may do different things. But like I was saying, the overall trend is negative.
Yeah.
We've broken below each and every EMA line. So I hope it's going to go down there.
And then everything it breaks on the way down, it has to break on the way up. Exactly.
So it's yeah.
Right, it's knackered. Right, move on to Bonk, but I am going to answer one question. Tariq, there's been 2 snapshots done for the coin you're talking about. One was the snapshot which was taken for minting the NFT. That's already been done. There's a second snapshot that's been taken yesterday. So as far as I can see, between now and the end of the year, we should start to see the airdrops going out. There isn't a confirmed date for it. The Jupiter airdrop has been confirmed for January. I think I covered that in one of the videos. So there's a January airdrop for Jupiter. I've already made a video about the Phantom Wallet airdrop. That is going to happen at some point. We don't know when. And there's a very simple set of steps you have to go through to claim or be able to claim the Phantom airdrop. You have to go and watch the video to understand how to do that. I'm not going to say any more about that now because it's a future airdrop. It doesn't exist at the minute. So Ponk, next 3 weeks, I would imagine. Jupiter, start of January. Phantom, sometime early next year.
Yep.
Bonk.
Okay, perfect. Actually, I'll pose a question to the chat. Have any of you guys invested into WAGMI or looked at it? I want to see if anyone else has their opinions on it. Because it's quite a polarizing video I've seemed to have made, which has been great. I love polarizing videos because most of the time when people try and argue against me, they're all wrong.
That's because they're in a cult.
Yeah, it's funny. I can't remember what his name is. But it was like actually a really good game. Went to his video, went to his channel. The third video down is him spending $200 on a founder's pack. So that doesn't say it. No, I don't know what it does.
No. Green light. Hello to you. We've got somebody from Brazil, Rogério.
Oh,
welcome.
Very nice.
Welcome to you from Brazil. Make sure when you do get here that you like and subscribe to the channel. Right, bonk.
Yes.
We're going to skip, by the way. We're going to skip the last two articles because it is already 1:05.
That's on my screen. I don't know why I'm looking up there. Stephanie Hullet, the CEO of Front Financial. I had to do this as well last second.
Is that your French?
Yeah. Stephanie Hullet, the CEO of Front Financial, has expressed. Stefan. Stefan Hullet has expressed his apprehensions about the influence of speculative tokens like Bonk on the crypto market. So my French is still coming out.
It's got terrible French.
Specifically, he argued that sensational crypto projects like Bonk do not help the long-term health of the crypto space. Hullet expressed his reservations for Bonk during an exclusive interview on the Unchained Dream podcast.
He's wrong.
I do not care.
He is wrong. He's wrong and also simultaneously right.
Is there anything else I was trying to say? Oh, okay. So here we go. The crypto CEO expressed concerns that such tokens, driven by a game of hot potato, mental. Words are really weird. Driven by a game of hot potato mentality among retail investors, undermine the efforts to establish a genuine investment space for institutional players. No.
Idiot.
There's different spheres within crypto. Crypto is just not one thing. You can go invest in your Bitcoins and your Ethereums and your proper stuff, your XRP. You can go and you can go invest in these proper things.
Do you know what the problem with him is? I'm going to have a little rant about this.
Yeah, I'll sit back and look at the comments.
Put full screen on and look at the comments. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are we on full screen? Perfect. The problem with that comment is that you have these finance people that come to crypto, and it's like listening to an American talk about Europe. An American will say, "Hey, are you going to go to Europe?" Yeah, I'm going to go to Europe, right? Europe isn't a country. Europe is a collection of individual countries with hundreds of years of history each. Belgium, France, Germany, UK, Ireland, Wales, Scotland. Even with England, you've got counties and states. Crypto is not one space. It's like Europe. It has multiple countries. You have degens, you have the meme coin holders, you have the NFT people, you have the newcomers, you have the Bitcoin maxes, the Ethereum maxes, you even have Sol maxes. You have tribes, and there's hundreds of these tribes in crypto. And then some clown comes along and says, you can't have a meme coin because it's bad for the ecosystem, right? And then goes off on a rant about the fact that institutional investors come along. Institutional investors don't care about Bonk or Pepe or SHIB. You've then got retail investors that want to invest their pension into Bitcoin or Ethereum. So they go and invest in their 401 Bitcoin ETF, or they go and invest directly in their BlackRock ETF, and they go off and they invest. They never have to hear about Bonk. It's a complete fallacy that crypto is one huge community of nerds that like cryptocurrency. They're completely different people. You will also have people that invest in AI tokens because they like the tech, or they invest in XRP, and they invest in Quant, and they invest in Chainlink because they want to be part of the finance system. That's what they say their money's going to be. So when you see these clowns telling you, oh, it's really bad, it's really bad. No, I don't like meme coins. I think they're bad for retail investors. I'm not going to tell you to go and buy any meme coins. I'll tell you to go and get an airdrop because it's free. But do I have an objection to people being in meme coins? No. Do I have an objection to people buying into what cryptocurrency they want to buy into? Absolutely not. We're here to give people advice. But to turn around and say that Bonk has been bad for the ecosystem shows just how shallow and naive that individual is, because they don't understand the first thing about cryptocurrency. They probably started investing in it 2 years ago while people were still making millions out of it. So don't listen to these clowns telling you how you should or you shouldn't buy your crypto. It's not our opinion on what you should buy. It's not their opinion on what you should buy. That's the point of crypto. You buy what you want to buy, you sell what you want to sell, and you hold what you damn well like. And you keep it in a private wallet, you keep it in a ledger, you keep it on an exchange. Don't let anybody tell you you can't keep it on the exchange you're on. Don't let anyone tell you you can't have it on a ledger. Our advice is don't store it on a hot wallet because you can be hacked. That's different. But don't let anybody tell you. It's like having a child. The first thing that happens when you have a child is everybody's mother and aunt tells you how to look after the child. It's your child. You look after it how you want. You can take their advice and then you decide to use that advice or not. Rant over.
Very nice. Very good. Yes, I agree.
We don't have to talk anymore about that if you don't want. Or you can say your piece.
I'd have a piece. You've had all the pieces. You've had 100% of the piece. Michael has 100% of the cake. How much cake left? 0. No one's supposed to eat the cake, the crumbs, the nuggets.
Sorry. Right, should we do the quiz?
Yes.
Now, I don't know how we're going to do this because we need multiple mobile phones. So, do you want to read the question out and I will just put true or false into chat?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to do.
Okay, we have a quiz. Now, before we do the quiz, this has to go off. This doesn't get the quiz. So, thank you for watching. If you've watched us on Catch Up on here, we're back tomorrow, 10 o'clock sometime. Make sure you like and subscribe. Who doesn't want to see that beautiful face waving at you from the other side of the screen? So make sure to like and subscribe. You're going to put us on hold for 2 minutes, aren't you? For a minute while we turn it off. So we'll see you all tomorrow. If you're on an exchange, don't leave. We're going to start the quiz.